Hello again, everybody. Day 7 of Cards Against Humanity's 10 days or whatever of Kwanzaa. Day 7 envelope. What do we got? Oh, Mrs. Claus. What? There's like dead people floating on icebergs. Mrs. Claus is getting chased around by polar bears and floating away on the ice. That's a trippy card. Wish this thing would focus better. But either way, you guys get the point. Mrs. Claus be in trouble. I don't have any other envelopes sitting next to me either, so I can't even figure out what happens. Like, that's it. I gotta wait for the mail to come. Nothing came today, nothing came yesterday either, so hopefully they didn't forget about me. Okay, so a pack of cards in this one. Okay, this is the Ghost of Kwanzaa Future. I believe we had the present, or excuse me, the past on day 2, the present on day 3, and now we're up to day 7, and we finally got to the Ghost of Kwanzaa Future. Fun fact, 5 trillion people died in the Great Lizard Uprising of 2352. Interesting. Now the question is that a clue of some type to this puzzle? Lots of numbers thrown in there. What's the numbers on this card? 10. 10. Could be binary, could be 2. I still don't have any idea what that means. I got lots of other 2s around. Anyways, let's take a look at these cards. Answer card. What remains of my penis? Rising sea levels consistent with scientific predictions. Being replaced by a robot. The events depicted in James Cameron's Avatar. Building a ladder of hot dogs to the moon. I wouldn't last very long. Not because hot dogs aren't sturdy to climb on, which they're really not, but I would eat them. The Great Lizard Uprising of 2352. I don't recall the other packs of cards having a throwback to their fun fact. I'll have to look at that again. A cloud of ash that darkens the earth for 1,000 years. Wait, for 1,000 years? 1,000 years, that makes no sense. The dying breath of the last human. And then 4 question cards. Behold the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. War, famine, death, and Jeff Sano's butt. A curse upon thee, many years from now, just when you think you're safe, blank shall turn into blank. Bam. Let's real quick on camera here go back to one of these days of the present. The fact was there's 3 types of suffering. Suffering of suffering, suffering of change, and the basic suffering that pervades all of existence. I'm just kind of going to run through these real quick. I'm myself tired. Transients of all things. Not that the children in death today. Nothing said in here about suffering. Anything said in here about like 2352. It says to look for 3s. I'm looking for anything that leads me to anything being a clue. Like I'm at a loss. But anyways, guys, Cards Against Humanity, 10 days or whatever of Kwanzaa. That was day 7. Stay tuned tomorrow, as long as they come in the mail, for day 8.